Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa. So if you're new here, my name is Melissa and I speak about different topics on my channel. I speak about celebrity that passed away. I speak about missing children. I speak about celebrity in general, soft cases, and WWE superstars. I know that I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been trying to upload almost every single day, but I took a little break just because I have been going through so much personally with my mental health, and it's a lot. So I just had to take a break from uploading. But today I do have 3 missing adult cases, so let's go ahead and get started. If you're interested in any of these cases or anything that I speak on my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. So today the first we're going to be talking about Brenda Kay Carrollo. She went missing at the age of 45 years old. Her height and weight is 5'11" and her weight is 140 to 160 pounds. Carroll has a history of drug abuse, particularly opiates and crack cocaine. Vehicle, silver Honda Accord accounted for. Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue hazel eyes. Carroll has a tattoo of her flower on the top of her wrist and multiple stars tattooed on the back of her hand. A photo of the tattoo is posted with this case summary. She has gaps between her teeth and lower jaw. Her natural color is brown, but it was dyed blonde at the time of her disappearance. Carroll was last seen on December 27th of 2017. She visits someone in the University of Tennessee Medical Center that day with her roommate Bonnie Brand and Drain's family members. The 2 women departed in Drain's silver Honda Accord. Carroll's messaged a relative on January 1st saying she needed money for food and cigarettes, but no one in her family had heard from her since then, and no one has actually seen her or Drain since December 27th. Drain vehicle was located in Tennessee on January 21st of 2018. So that vehicle was found a year after their disappearance, with all her belongings, including identification, social security card, and debit cards inside with it. One of Drain and Carroll's associates, William Hinckelberg, also disappeared on December 27. The three of them had lived together at an apartment in Linda Avenue in Easter Knoxville, but Engelberg moved out in December after the resident lost power. All 3 have deep drug connections and live transit lifestyles with no permanent address. Germany Joran Hasten is a person of interest in Drain, Carroll, and Hinckelberg's disappearance. He was convicted of first-degree murder in September 2017. Shooting, death, and sentenced to life in prison, where he remains. A photo of Henderson is posted with this case summary. Authorities haven't said why they believe he could be linked to 3 missing people. It's unclear whether the case are connected or what happened to them. And these are the type of cases that are really, really hard. And I'm saying this because these type of cases, with the lifestyle that they live, a lot of detectives and a lot of agencies don't look into these type of cases because in their mind, we're their drug dealers and that's the life that they chose. No, these are still people. These are still somebody's daughter and sons, mothers, family. It's just, they're still human at the end of the day. You cannot control what somebody does in their lives, but if something happens, you should at least be able to solve the case and give these families answer. So at least, they're still working on the case. The next person we're going to be talking about is Patricia Lee Otto. She went missing at the age of 24 years old. Her height and weight is 5'3", 140 pounds, a white top and red slacks. Caucasian female, blonde hair, hazel eyes. Patricia's nickname is Petty, and she has a scar on her back. Patricia was last seen in Lewiaton, Ohio, late in evening on September 2nd of 1976. My bad. She got into an argument with her husband, Ralph Otto, and left the house angrily. She's never returned. She left behind all her belongings, including her car and her wedding rings, which she normally didn't remove. The rings were found in Ralph's coat pocket, but they have since been lost. The Otto's marriage was difficult, and Patricia had left on her own before taking the children with her. She filed for divorce in the spring of 1976, but later reconciled with her husband. They were fighting at the time for her disappearance because he believed she was unfaithful to him. After her disappearance, Ralph told their 2 young daughters their mother had abandoned them. Authorities theorized Patricia was murdered, and Ralph is the prime suspect in her disappearance. One of the couple's daughters says he was an alcoholic who incriminated statements about himself. In relation to his wife, Case, another daughter, then 3 years old, says she saw her father assault her mother on the night Patricia disappeared, and that the last time she saw her mother, her father had his hand around her neck. Less than a year after she vanished, he was convicted of hiring a contract killer to murder the lead investigation and Patricia disappearance. The verdict was overturned on a technicality in 1981. However, Ralph died of a heart attack a few years later while in jail on a related charge. Patricia and Ralph's daughters, who were raised by their potential aunt and uncle after their father's death. One of the daughters is now deceased, but the other is still alive and still looking for answers in her mother's case. Her case remains unsolved and foul play is suspected. These type of cases hurt me so bad. Like, they break my heart because, like, for you to sit there and tell your daughters that your mom abandoned you. Mind you, they know the type of father you are. They know the type of father you are. They know that you abuse your wife. They know you hit her, you hit your wife. I do believe that the 3-year-old daughter is telling you the truth. But it's hard when it comes to detectives to believe a 3-year-old daughter. I mean, a 3-year-old kid, period. Because I've seen cases where, you hear children trying to tell the detectives or a family member of what they saw, but you don't take them that serious because, once again, there's a child who's telling you, it's not an adult. I do remember a case. I don't know who's covered it, but I think a few of these other true crimes that I've subscribed to have covered it. Is a case about how the wife. So basically, it was the husband, the son, and the wife, and the mother, and they were. She was trying to move out. The husband was abusive to her, and she was trying to move out. She was actually trying to, she opened a bank account without him knowing and putting money there to move her and her son out of the house. Somehow, some way, he found out about it, and he ended up killing her. Mind you, the son kept repeating the same thing to every single person that he came across. He was foster for a while and stuff, and basically he kept telling the detectives and everybody, my mom she's in the backyard, like daddy buried her in the backyard. Mind you, the dad was telling them a whole different story, how she disappeared and left and abandoned them and blah blah blah. So years pass. He's an adult now, and he somehow he decides to buy the house buy it. I don't know if he bought it out from he just got the house that he grew up in. That's just what I'm trying to say. He bought the house, and something told him to dig in the backyard. He digs in the backyard, and they found bones. And mind you, this was years after his mom went missing. They found bones, and it came back of being his mom. So imagine just being the detective and be like, oh my God, this kid was right the whole time. The mom was buried in the backyard the whole time. And the dad is in prison now, but it just like, it shows that sometimes the kids are right, but you just have to really take it as, just think about it and take it as, and try to get as much information, because kids do have imagination. Some of them are telling you the truth and some may not, they may be saying stuff, you know what I mean? So the last case we're going to be talking about is Melissa Rosa and Garrett. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. She went missing at the age of 47 years old. Her height and weight is 5'4", 150 pounds. Possibly a long sleeve red shirt and shorts. Garden suffers from mental illness and needs medication to control her condition, and she has recently been a patient in a rehab facility. According to her boyfriend, she wasn't taking her medication at the time of her disappearance. Caucasian female, wearing brown hair, brown hazel eyes. At the time of her disappearance, her hair was cut short than in the photograph above. Melissa's family last saw her in Ingleside, Texas, on August 24th of 2017. She was just before Hurricane Harvey struck the area. Oh my God, I remember that. It was the worst. My daughter wasn't even walking. She was still a little, not a baby, but she wasn't even walking, period. She wanted to because she saw water and she got sick. Her boyfriend stated that he saw her walking down the street of the corner of Batewood and Port Avenue on September 1st. He says she left his house dragging a brown suitcase. She was never been heard from again. Melissa's daughter states she didn't think her mother had the strength to leave her boyfriend's residence with the suitcase. She suggests if she did, she was probably planning to go to her own home a short distance away from his. Although Melissa has mental health issue and has dropped out of the site before, investigators are concerned that she came to harm since a long time has passed since anyone has seen or heard from her. The circumstances of her disappearance are unclear. This one's another case that it happened during Harvey. Was it Harvey? I don't know if it was Harvey, but there was another case of the same thing where the woman disappears and they find her car and in a hotel, like parked in a hotel, and it was during the storm, and they really had to wait to search for her. They did find her body, but they found her car first. Her ex-husband did it. Spoiler. But this is another case. I feel like he knows more than what he's saying. And like her daughter said, if she was gonna leave the house with the suitcase, obviously she would have gone to her house that wasn't that far, because who would carry a suitcase for miles? I don't think I would. I don't even like carrying a suitcase when I go out of town. No. I make my dad carry that. When it's a family thing, I make my dad or somebody else carry that damn. I am not going to carry no suitcase. Even, I remember when my daughter's father and I, I went to the, I don't even know where we went, to San Antonio, I think. It was my first time ever going to a vacation with his side of the family. I made him carry that suitcase. Because he's like, we're just going to the second. I don't care if we're going to the second floor, first floor. I'm not carrying a suitcase. Do I look like I'm carrying a suitcase? Can't even carry the suitcase to the car. You finna come carry this goddamn suitcase and put it in the car. So my point is that I really do believe the daughter. If you were going to leave to her house, she would have just carried it if it was in that far that she was not going. So yeah, I think he's saying more than he knows. But who knows? But yeah, guys, that's it. Tomorrow I'll be back with the new case. I do appreciate it. Y'all be careful and have a good, what is today, Tuesday? Yeah, have a good Tuesday. Bye.